Welcome anyone to my YouTube channel. This is Everett, aka Two Beasts to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. And yeah, I'm kind of late with this. Probably should have had it out, but this video will be a review for Gears of War Reloaded. Let's go ahead and hit that intro. Alright, so Gears of War Reloaded. The first Gears of War to release on PlayStation, amazingly enough. Yes, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Alright, but before we get into my review, thoughts, whatever you want to call it, hit that like, comment, hit that subscribe, sorry about that, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this. So, I don't think this will be a long video. I don't want this to be a long video because honestly, you know, this is a re-release of a re-release or remake, whatever you want to call it. Because that's what this is. Gears of War Reloaded is Gears of War Ultimate Edition, but nicer looking. And I mean, if you've played Ultimate Edition on PC, it's not even that much nicer looking, I guess. I don't know. But still, you know, 60 frames, 120 frames, upgrades are all good and all that stuff. You know, to make it more in line with more current stuff. You know, so if you've played Ultimate Edition, you know, depending on where you play it, this won't look, at least to me it didn't. Doesn't look as much, like that much better than the Ultimate Edition. Still a very nice looking game. You know, the Unreal Engine game, and the Coalition knows what, it's an Unreal Engine game, sorry about that, and you know, the Coalition knows what they're doing with Unreal Engine. Yeah, you know, it's a good looking game. But yeah, gameplay, it's Gears. You know what you're getting. Again, it's, you know, remastering of a remake, you know, and even though the remake improved somewhat what that original release was, it still feels a little clunky, you know, kind of stiff compared to if you played Gears 5. Obviously, some of the quality of life changes, you know, like being able to mantle over or get people, you know, take them over cover and things like that. You know, you can miss that if you played a lot of Gears 5 like I have. You know, but they added in like spotting enemies and things like that for, you know, and again, this is Ultimate Edition. The things that they had there, I understand that they could not make huge changes. But, you know, they are kind of missed. Still, again, it's Gears of War. That pop and shoot cover based shooter. It's Gears. It's, to me, it's still the best third person shooter out there. And yeah, again, it's a little more stiff and clunky compared to later releases, but still very good. Still just top notch. You know, the campaign, again, it's Gears of War 1. If you like that campaign, it's that same campaign, just prettier with the added bonus of the Brumac section and all that stuff from the PC release, added into the Ultimate Edition release. Not in the original 360 release, but yeah. I will say that, you know, I don't remember this. I mean, I've played this. This is probably like the 6th or 7th time I played through the campaign. But, you know, the AI can still be kind of dumb. Not the best. But, you know, sometimes the AI just doesn't do anything or gets in your way. Or becomes extremely just like Rambo-like and like, I'm going to go out there and do something, and then gets downed. But, you know, hey. I will say, I don't know if maybe because the frame rate bump or something, or maybe just years of playing the game and that much better or something. But me and my buddy played through it on co-op, and there were specifically 2 sections when we played through Ultimate Edition, and I think we played through it on the PC release, the original PC release of the original release, you know, the original Gears of War release. The driving section with the krill and the section where you're in the like train cart things, whatever they are. We took so long in those, but in this latest release, one time, it just didn't even have to replay them at all. There was a couple sections where we kind of would get killed a few times, but other than that, kind of went through it a little quickly. About 6 hours, and we took breaks here and there. But yeah. But again, if you enjoy the campaign, you're gonna enjoy the campaign. Or if you've enjoyed the campaign before, you're gonna enjoy the campaign again. And multiplayer, again, it's Gears 1. It's a little bit more improved over the 360 release, but not the greatest in terms of Gears games. But I mean, if you want to just play the Gears of War 1 game, this is clearly the definitive edition to play Gears of War 1. And, you're going to have fun playing this. I mean, I've had enough fun playing multiplayer, the online multiplayer and everything since the release, a little over a week now. Yeah, it's Gears, Again, I don't really, this game is over 20 years old. Or almost 20 years old. The franchise will be 20 years old next year. But the game is, 19 years old. And this is a release from, a remastering of a remake that released in, I don't remember, I want to say it was 2015. So, either, again, if you really want to play Gears 1, this is the way to play it. This is the way to play it. This is the definitive edition of Gears 1. So, yeah, I don't have much to add on to. I know that there's, other YouTubers who've made reviews and websites have made reviews. And even me, making this video right now, I do think it's a little redundant because it's either, you either want to play Gears 1 or you don't want to play Gears 1. And if you want to play Gears 1, this is the way to do it. And yeah, yeah. So, there you go. Alright. Again, if you like what I do on this channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Trying to grow the channel still. All that YouTube bullcrap. But, Alright then. I'll go ahead and end this video right there. And, again, I've been Everett, 2Beast to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. And until next time, I'll catch you later.